Imagine walking home from school on a blazing hot afternoon in Uganda. You look around, see exhausted students, and realize there is an obvious demand for something refreshing, like a cold fruit juice stand. When you spot a great opportunity like this, the impulse is to grab a wooden table, slice up some fruit, and start selling immediately. It is easy to think that having a good idea means you are ready to open your doors. But skipping straight to the sale without a foundational plan is like tossing a seed onto a solid concrete slab. It doesn't matter how high quality the seed is. Without soil to root in, it will not grow. Building a business is a deliberate, step-by-step construction process. The real work of an entrepreneur happens long before you hand a cup of juice to your very first customer. A profitable stall is the outcome of working carefully through a specific checklist of preparation. The very first item on that checklist is finding the money to buy your blender and your fruit. We call this business finance or capital. This chart outlines 5 common places entrepreneurs find this starting money, arranged from the lowest risk to the highest risk. At the lowest risk, we have personal savings. If you use money you kept aside yourself, you owe nothing to anyone. Next is asking family and friends for support. While they rarely charge you extra money in interest, losing their money can seriously damage those personal relationships. At the highest risk level, we find commercial bank loans. Banks charge steep interest, meaning you pay back much more than you borrowed. They also require collateral, like a land title, which the bank will seize if your new business struggles. A much safer alternative is a SACCO. This is a local savings group where members of a community pool their money together. Because you borrow from a supportive community pool, the interest rates are much lower and easier to manage. Finally, there is a specific strategy called trade credit. This is an arrangement where a supplier gives you the materials up front and you agree to pay them back only after you have sold the final product. For example, you might negotiate with a local farmer to take a basket of her fresh pineapples in the morning and pay her for them from your profits at the end of the day. Selecting where to get your starting money dictates the amount of debt and pressure your new stall must carry. Choosing the right source gives your business room to breathe. Once you have secured your capital, you face your next major decision, exactly where to place your physical stall. You could have the sweetest juice in town, but if you set up your shop out in an isolated bush, you will make 0 sales. Move that exact same shop to a vibrant street corner, and your juice supplies will empty out quickly. Setting up where your target customers already gather means you don't have to hope they find you. You are right in their path at the exact moment they want a drink. But you also need to be close to your raw materials. If your juice stand is located near the fruit market, you avoid paying high transport fees to move heavy boxes of pineapples across town. Keeping those costs down protects your profit. You also must balance the monthly cost of rent against the small size of your business, while making sure the area is physically secure from thieves so you don't lose your blender overnight. A successful location physically connects your raw materials to your thirsty customers without draining your wallet in the process. With your location set and the sales beginning, managing the incoming money becomes a daily game of playing both offense and defense. Defense is saving. This means taking a portion of your earnings and locking it safely away to protect against future emergencies. Offense is investing. This means taking some of those earnings and buying more fruit, using your money to actively multiply your profit tomorrow. This diagram shows a budget, which is the essential tool you use to track this offense and defense. It is a simple written plan that balances the money you expect to earn against the money you plan to spend. Without a strict budget, it is incredibly easy to accidentally spend more than you take in. When your expenses outweigh your income, the business collapses. But because you planned carefully, you are ready. Your capital is raised, your location is secured, and your budget is set. You are finally prepared to launch and serve your first customer. Look at the staircase journey you just completed. Identifying the opportunity, raising capital, choosing a location, buying stock, setting a budget, and launching. Skipping any single step, like rushing the budget or picking a random location, causes the entire venture to stumble. By strictly following each phase of the startup process, you provide the exact conditions your business seed needs to root deeply, to grow strong, and produce lasting wealth.